Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of No Place Like Homaha. I am JD Wonder alongside Nick Hendricks and Mikey Love, and we'll be taking through a wild weekend of sports.
Yeah, wild is last night I think I updated my phone every 5 minutes just to make sure Oklahoma and Arkansas were still, or Oklahoma State and Arkansas were still playing. Update, they still freaking are.
Mm-hmm.
After Oklahoma State decided we're going to finally put up 14 runs to shut up Pig Sooie. Holy cow. I mean, could you have asked for just a better game back and forth last night? I mean, Texas A&M and TCU was the same way.
Yeah, runs were not hard to come by in this
No.
weekend series at all. However, while we were recording this episode, there are three games still going on. Oklahoma and Florida are finishing out. Maryland and UConn are playing, and Arkansas and Oklahoma State are playing.
Currently, while we are going with this, Oklahoma State and Arkansas, that game is 5-0 Arkansas. And I believe they're going into the sixth inning. I was just about to check the score of the other two. I know Oklahoma's tied.
I think it's 10-5, UConn and Maryland.
UConn.
So UConn,
Wow, Maryland coming back.
just slightly. I mean, it's tough to do after you give up a six-piece in the first inning,
including a grand slam in the first five batters.
Well, okay, so they had two outs, and then they walked the bases loaded and walked in a run. Then a new pitcher came in and hit by pitch right away, and then a guy hit a grand slam. So
that's tough.
It was tough to watch.
And Stanford and Texas State still also have to play. That game is at 9.
Yep, that's
over in Stanford. Yep. So, but no, where else do we want to start? I mean, this weekend you want to talk about talk about offense. First of all, the amount of balls that have left the yard have been huge. Ivan Melendez hits his 30th bomb on the year. There were a lot of guys with multiple home runs during this regional. I mean, it's just been insane. I know ECU had a guy with multiple home runs within the span of days. Oklahoma State had Nolan, I think it was Marion or whatever. He has 5 home runs so far in the regionals and could be on track for more. So it's crazy. Offense has been through the roof.
Yes, my favorite home run was the freshman from Oklahoma State. He hit one and he did like his Jack Sparrow thing around third.
Oh my
gosh,
yes.
People were like commenting on it, and so then the next bomb he hits, he takes off around the bases.
Sprinted.
That was hilarious. Just dead sprint around the bases. He's like, give me more, give me more, give me more. And takes up, bats a helmet, and then just sprints in the dugout. It was so funny.
That was just hilarious. And just to see last night, just the offense from Oklahoma State and Arkansas by themselves. I mean, you had back and forth scoring. No team could ever be safe with a 1-run lead. Just today, Southern Miss, they had going into the 6th inning, they had a 2-run lead over LSU. And then all of a sudden, here comes LSU back, and going into the 8th inning, it was tied. So now, I mean, you have so many different teams that are willing to be able to beat bullpens, and still the bullpens were not doing horrible at all. Like, granted, the ERAs might not show it, but they were still making quality pitches. You get guys that are now just hitting clutch home runs everywhere in college baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're playing great situational baseball.
So I was going to say, we can now break through for the rest of the regions that without the other 2 regions that are still playing. We can go through who made it on to the supers.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was going to do that and like tally up who we had, like each individually had winning.
Let's do it.
All right. Pick up my computer again. Close quarters. Bring it in close. All right. So, in the Tennessee region, we had, again, apologies on my voice. I kind of lost it this week.
I was going to say, I know I lost mine,
It's gone. Tennessee took their region. Granted, they did make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Georgia Tech made it kind of interesting. And Campbell actually showed a little fight there as well. In theirs. So I'm going to write up here and kind of give us all tallies on who we had.
I was gonna say, do you have everybody who we had?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good.
Whew. So we all had Tennessee. So that's a dub for all selections. Number 2, it was Notre Dame that came out of that region, and Mikey was the sole possession of that one.
Yeah, because I'm goated with the fucking sauce.
Goated with the sauce, baby girl. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Mikey's in the lead.
I was going to say Georgia Southern was also the first national team, like first top 60 national team to be eliminated this year. So I think all other ones are still surviving and thriving at the moment.
The next one, we each had Texas, and then Mikey was not goated with the sauce. He chose LA Tech. So humbled right away. Then none of us picked the East Carolina to come out of their own region.
Wow. So, I was going to say.
Yeah, because Mikey picked Coastal, and Nick and I both picked Virginia. So that was
look at you, hooligans. Give me a half tally.
Oh, unbelievable. I'm not giving you a half tally on that. Sorry.
Coastal did offensively. They came out swinging the bats. I mean, it was absolutely insane. Mark McDermott had a couple of home runs, and he had a big home run yesterday as well. He was a transfer this year. He's a super senior for Coastal. But he had a few home runs this regional, and he was playing out of his mind.
Coastal did. I'm not giving you a half tally just because it was a Carolina school. It's not how it works.
That's like the Texas school in the next region that he picked.
Yes, Texas A&M. We had that. All three of us had Texas A&M coming out of that region.
Did you guys see last night the crowd chanting the ball 5? I mean,
dude, they were out of their mind.
Get after it, baby! Wow, that's probably one of the toughest environments to play when you have to go to that hosted super regional, because Texas A&M fans are gonna do anytime it's after ball 4 that has not had a strike. It's ball 5, and you keep going until you throw a strike. I think it went up to like ball 7 or something like that. But they were crazy.
They were living rent-free in that pitcher's melon, for sure. Next one is Louisville, and we all had Louisville winning.
Michigan, though, they were making it a run.
They were making it interesting, and I thought after I saw their bats kind of come in the game.
Very controversial call with that double at second.
Yes.
Very controversial.
I got to reopen my phone because – then the next region I have up on here is Florida and Florida's region. Nick, you're out of the running for that.
Because you're a bitch.
I had Liberty.
I'll give you a half tally. I'll give you. Mikey and I both get a half
bastard,
tally.
Bro.
Not Nick. I'm not giving Nick a half tally. I'm giving both of us.
No.
We have Florida. You have Florida, and I had Oklahoma.
Then give me a half tally for my Coastal pick.
No, you haven't had a winner tally yet. The Gainesville Regional does not have a winner.
Didn't ask.
Get wrecked. Then we all had Virginia Tech, so that's a tally for everybody. State. He did not. We talked about them playing.
We did.
Into that, and I think they went 2 in Q though for this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around. I hope a lot of people are not watching the YouTube anymore. Again, we're on YouTube, and we're also out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you to Cronio Media.
Yeah, shout out, Cronio.
Shout out.
Next region was the Stanford Regional, and that's be finishing up. Texas State and Stanford. So that's going to be up in this corner. That'll also be Maryland and UConn. Okay, so we'll see there because all of us had – nope.
Yeah, get shafted, boy.
Nick had Texas State. Mike and I had Stanford. Then I had Maryland, and then you two had UConn. So I'll probably eat one there unless something happens.
I was really shocked.
Came out swinging.
I was going to say, I was even shocked about how Texas State came out just red hot in that region. That Stanford region is a tough place to play, especially with how good Stanford teams are usually historically. I mean, and they
choke, my guy.
They choke, but they still make it to the regional, and they make it to the CWS every now and then. But
we might as well just hand out a participation trophy at this rate.
No, we ain't handing out participation trophies. They're still very good.
Okay.
Moving on. North Carolina. We all had North Carolina coming out of that region.
That was sad. Not gonna lie. I kind of wish VCU would have given us an upset because they were playing lights out.
They had it.
Yeah.
Several times they could have won that region.
Yeah.
It seemed like they just couldn't put that final step on.
How you feel about the coach getting tossed?
Yeah, that was
North
huge
Carolina.
too.
Just like,
yeah. And then him getting a 2-game suspension for not even touching the umpire.
Yeah. Well, and then North Carolina also has 2 of the biggest home run leaders on back-to-back in the lineup, and they both one had a clutch triple and then a sac fly right after that. So, I mean, hell, you have an offense that's 1 through 5 like that as well. Tar Heels are looking headstrong.
Mm-hmm. But they will play the winner of Arkansas and Oklahoma State. We all had Oklahoma State coming out. I honestly did not see that Arkansas team making the improvements that they did and really competing.
I was going to say, I don't think they really had to make much improvement. I think they just needed to
fine-tune. Their bats were just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, they needed to fine-tune a bullpen, and they so far did that kind of going through until it came to last night where not even Oklahoma State's bullpen had done it. So far in this game right now, they are shutting down Oklahoma State. They've got a 4-0 lead going into the 6th. 2 outs right now, or it is top of the 6th. 2 outs, runner on second for Arkansas, which won't matter when this podcast comes out, but still, it's fun to give a little bit of a live while we got it.
Right. Next, we all lost the Miami one because Ole Miss came out. Miami didn't even make it to the championship series.
No. And that was shocking.
That's wild.
They're not good with the sauce?
No.
And then the next one, the winner of that one, they're playing Southern Miss. So yeah. Mikey, he gave me a little scare in that region, but Nick and I took the dub there.
I was going to say,
LSU did play well.
Mike, you picked LSU on that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, I'm goated.
Yeah, we're about.
What?
Also, I would like to kindly invite both of you to lick my nuts on the next region. Auburn took it. So
I would like to kindly invite you to shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Oh, man.
And then our last region is Oregon State. And Mikey, again, since you got no balls.
No balls me that one.
Yeah.
I have a choice.
Vanderbilt. I mean, they did make it to the championship.
To be honest, though, Vanderbilt, wow. You come out and them and Ole Miss, you're one of the last 2 teams in the SEC tournament. You're the 8th and the 9th seed. You come out in the region and just slap it around. What?
I don't think Ole Miss made the tournament.
No, all 12 teams
made the SEC. Dominion.
We talked about it. Yeah. Yeah, you're thinking Old Dominion.
No, I'm not.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked, you fucking whore.
Damn, he is spicy.
Damn, Mikey is a little bit of a sleepy baby today, huh?
Sleepy?
I was going to say, you need some nap time.
I'm going to flop a nutsack on your forehead.
Damn. Tune into No Place Like Homaha After Dark to see
After Dark.
There's no After Dark. This is just right now.
Just happening right now?
Yes.
Nick just hears his door open. He's like, oh, well, no.
Mushroom stamp your forehead.
Mushrooms.
No.
Yeah.
Here, I'll even go lock my door right now.
I'm about to make a mushroom risotto with my
Nick will go. Hold on.
Forehead.
You'll hear it. Camera is seeing door open. Nick's walking away.
Boy, you think a door's gonna stop me?
But I got all my windows closed. I should have took the camera with me. I'm dumb.
You think any of that's gonna stop me?
I don't care.
Bitch, I got a bulldozer.
He does have a steamroller.
I was gonna say he does got the steamroller, but we back.
I'm frozen.
All right. Oh wow, that's okay. So that's gonna be the mark of where Nick has to go back and fix this.
Yeah.
15 minutes in.
Wow, we're good now.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, but then so far, I lead both you bozos. And
how much?
So far, I don't remember asking.
Well, you heard it anyways. But we're waiting on 4 regions to finish up. And we'll get a live. Well, we'll get some. I guess not live for everybody else. Oh, Oklahoma pulled ahead, 5-3.
Even though I'm not a Sooners fan.
What are you watching, bro?
Oklahoma and Florida.
Yeah.
No, I'm just on the ESPN
Florida.
app though. Oh, Maryland, 10-7.
This kind of will be fun to watch. Granted, it's like going to come out late, but still, it's like it'll be fun to see us talk some smack and get our ready.
Yeah,
talk smack.
It would have been funny because I think we will be able to choose some of the regions still, because I still want to do like our selection for our supers, like who we think is going to come to Omaha.
Oh yeah, I want to.
But it'd be funny if we all like chose one. We're like, oh yeah, I think this person's going to win this game, and then they're going to win the region, and they don't even make it to the super regionals.
Loses after the pod.
Yeah.
But all right, well, let's break it down while we got it.
We're gonna do that right now.
We can, yeah. I mean, what else we got to lose? That's pretty much all we got. Unless we
pick it up again.
Unless we got to break down some stats, boys.
Well, I just wanted to, I wanted to hit on some of the regions like a little bit.
All right, go for it.
Cool.
Go for it. Let's do it.
All right. Just looking at, I mean, obviously we just stated that there was just offense to be had. The one that did surprise me, though, was Campbell running the SEC pitcher of the year out of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And they're up 4-0.
Yeah.
Granted, knowing that team, it was just like you needed to continue to put on runs to be able to beat them, which they did, but just not at the pace that Tennessee did.
Yeah, no, and I think Tennessee, I will say this at one point too, is you can still have SEC pitcher of the year, but you can still be one of those teams that's susceptible to a lot. And I think when you push through a team like Alabama State, you have Campbell who pushes through Georgia Tech. Now you're sitting in a place to where Campbell also this entire year has been in and out of the top 25. They've been sitting in it, and they've been sitting right on the edge. So, I mean, Campbell to make the tournament like this, win their conference, come back out, and then give Tennessee a little bit of a show. It was nice to see. And then all of a sudden the offense and the pitching didn't come through in the elimination game as Georgia Tech ended up pushing through. But it also does show to go that Tennessee, top through bottom, is elite. You have a 50-win season. You only lose 7 games. You have the SEC pitcher of the year. You have one of the best offenses in the nation by far. You have a chance to be that team at the end of Omaha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And like I think we either talked about it on the pod or we were off air when we said that pitching was going to be the key for all teams throughout this region, is because everybody, it seems like everybody can hit. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a matter of how much damage can because there's some elite plays made on defense too, but how much damage can your pitching staff handle and be able to, keep at a minimum?
Oh yeah. Okay. But also who was it? Drew Gilbert from, who was it from Tennessee that ran around flipping everybody off or flipping off the center fielder?
He flipped off the right fielder.
Right fielder.
I do not know who it was, but yeah, I was going to talk about that next.
I was going to say, I think it was Drew Gilbert that did it. But you run around, you flip off the center fielder. That is mad disrespect.
Right fielder.
Yeah.
Right fielder. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mikey. Hop on his
thank
neck.
you for the fact check.
There's a difference between like having fun with the game and bat flipping, doing all that stuff. But then there's a difference between that and then just disrespecting your opponent. And I think that was the line that was crossed there. And it was like, really?
Yeah.
Now, granted, we also had the fun police with the freaking home plate umpire in the ECU game. He was like, nope, go to first. And I was like, bro, why? Yeah. Like, that ball was pimped.
Also, it was Jordan Beck from Tennessee, not Drew Gilbert. I'm thinking of different side of the plate.
Oh, yeah, pinch hit single.
Yep. Right? Yeah. No, it was Jordan Beck's was like a straight triple. And Jordan Beck was also the guy last year who smoked that ball off of Rice State.
What are you talking about, bro?
I thought it was a walk.
Double. It was a double. It was a double.
Will you start saying some factual information? Oh, my God.
I'm getting on it.
We're about to be so unincredible here.
Unincredible?
Yeah.
Or incredible?
No. The words I say.
Wait.
Let them be.
Non-credible.
I didn't ask.
Facts.
No. You need to get some factual information on this bitch.
That's Nick. It's not me. I'm trying to learn the dictionary over here, man.
It's Bojo.
I'm working on it.
Work faster.
Words are hard.
All right.
A lot of things. But no, but you had like so many just football scores. Like I think there was like 6 or 7 games that were above 20 runs.
Let me pull this up here. I'll put it on the ESPN.
Okay, cool.
So I'll get a fact check here for you, Mike. Don't worry.
Please
buddy.
just be.
Please, Jesus, do that.
I'm getting it. All right. So Oregon on day 2 on Saturday, 18-6 over Southern Missouri. Georgia Tech scored 13. Georgia scored 24 against Hofstra.
24-1.
Yeah. UCLA 16-2. Ole Miss today, they scored they scored over 20 runs. Gonzaga had 11 runs. Let's see, anybody else was big. Coastal had that 10-8 game. And there were a lot of close games with very, very big scoring games in general as well, like Miami Kinesis 11-6, 17 runs in the game. Vanderbilt, this was not close, 21-1 over New Mexico State. Then you got Tennessee 12-7, Auburn 21-7. And this is all just on Saturday. Virginia Tech 24-4 over Columbia. Arkansas 20-12 over Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma State still battling back. Oregon State 12-3, flip it over to Friday where we all started 15-8, Campbell over Georgia Tech. You had 16-3, Oklahoma over Liberty, 17-1, East Carolina over Copen. The list just goes on and on here, fellas. North Carolina 15-4 over Hofstra. 20-7, Stanford over Binghamton. That's pretty much Maryland over Long Island. Poor Long Island. You got rocked 23-2 on Friday. That's not a way you want to start it out. And yeah, I mean, games were close in some instances, but games were just high scoring all the way across the board for the rest of the tournament. So,
I do want to talk briefly, and Nick, you'll probably have to pull up this player for New Mexico State on Friday. Pitched 124 pitches.
Oh, yeah, you did text me that.
He kept them in the game because then New Mexico State came back in that bottom half and tied it. Because then they ended up losing in 10, 5-4 to Oregon State. But, man, that dude was a dog. He opened the door and kept it open for him.
I'm looking at it. I'm getting ads popping up everywhere.
Got to read one? Ad?
Nah.
Ad read?
Mikey.
What you want?
Ad read.
No.
No? We got no sponsors anymore?
Not today.
No.
They all pulled out?
Not today.
They were like, they do not give factual information. We cannot support them.
Damn, Nick, look what you did. Flintstones Gummies pulled their sponsorship of us.
No, Flintstones Gummies is still here.
Oh, okay. What about Rakuten?
Rakuten? No, that bitch gone.
They're gone? Damn.
Yeah, that bitch gone.
That was close. I mean, it was a good while it lasted.
Yeah, they leaved us, bro. They said, did fuck you.
Why? Okay, so why can't I see? I'm looking at an article for this.
Imagine if we had to like dub ourselves. Nick would just be going through like, oh, come on, like this is ridiculous. 10 minutes in, he's already like dubbing it so much.
What are you talking about? I'm clean as a whistle.
Oh yeah. My fault. More
fault.
Whatever.
False information. More false information is my fault.
I'm looking. All I got is the last name Mahaya. I can't find the rest of the name. I am looking faster.
Oh my God, do I need to do this for you?
Nope.
Maybe.
Ian.
Maybe. Put him in,
Name's
Coach.
Ian.
Thank you. Mikey's been sitting on that for a hot minute.
Pitches.
Why didn't you say
strikes.
my ass?
Because, bro, you didn't ask.
It's true. You didn't ask.
Oh my Lord. We're factual information through and through here.
Don't say we.
Mikey just got it. So.
I was gonna say, usually, like on a professional podcast, we have like note sheets and full facts spread throughout this.
What do you think?
This is not that show. No,
this ain't that show. I'll tell you that right now. This ain't that show.
We are HE double goated with the sauce.
We are unfiltered, unrated, uncut, and uncalled.
What do you mean, bro? We're
uncensored.
None of us use curse words.
I didn't even say that. I'm just saying like not filtered in general. So we just talk about whatever.
Oh yeah, we talk about it.
We use the most clean language on this podcast. Shit, fuck ass, right?
Oh my god!
And just like that, Cronio Media pulled their partnership.
And Cronio gone.
No, I cleared it with the big guys upstairs.
Oh, Oh,
he
sick,
did.
sick.
He sent a text in the group chat. He basically goes, "Are we allowed to cuss on the show? Because apparently we're getting pulled on for a 30-minute interview." And they go, "We don't care."
That's not what they said.
We do not care.
They said we don't give a shit. Say it correctly, please. You and this
I'm
unfactual information that you keep.
Unfactual.
Oh man, at least our audience likes it. Hey, we're on double-digit subscribers on YouTube, boys. By the way, just hit it
We
today.
got 2 testicles?
No. What?
You have 2?
No.
I only have
got
1.
Oh,
Wow.
You think like if we combine
we
them,
could combine them, we could have a super testicle.
That's what I was just thinking.
Omaha Pot After Dark is going to be but no.
Okay, brief check-in of what's going on while we're doing this. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. Oklahoma's still up 5-3. So, yeah, Florida got a tally before they get 3 outs in the bottom. And then Maryland, UConn still 7-10. It's bottom of the 7th, runner on first. Arkansas and Oklahoma State is 5-1, bottom of the 6th.
There you go. Goated.
Stop.
You stop.
No. I am goated.
All right. Okay, Mr. Begging over here for half a tally.
Begging? What this is? This is begging strips?
Okay, so do we want to
kick Nick in the nuts? Yes.
Possibly. I could get on board with that since he has both. We each get 1.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let's consult the big board.
All right,
big board knows if Nick's got 2 nuts or not?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, we can
big board it.
Oh.
Is this like a magic 8-ball where if you write on it, it'll give us the answer?
No.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
Would you, bro, pick a side. It's yes or no.
No. I'm going to ride the fence.
I'm going to let you want half a point.
Hey, Tennessee and Notre Dame. Who's taking that region?
Probably the good old fuck you Vols.
Yeah. I'm going with the Vols. There's no way around it.
Say it. How their name is, please.
The fuck you Vols.
Thank you.
Use this good language.
Dude, there's nothing. That's a clean word.
Yep. I'm going with Tennessee as well.
Bandwagon.
I chose them before.
Cap.
We consulted the big board already. Unbelievable.
Big board's erased.
Texas and East Carolina.
Tex ass.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ivan Melendez and the Horns.
Of course, you're gonna go with them. You're biased.
Down, baby.
Yep. You know what? Screw it. You know what? I'm gonna go East Carolina because.
There you go. Give us a dark horse.
They'll choke, but okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Also, I would like to say there are only now, depending on how the Florida game ends up, and depending on how the Maryland game ends up.
I'm still in sole possession of first place. Heard.
Well, still, Miami is the only other national seed besides Georgia Southern who got knocked out in the regional so far. So we're only missing 2 of the top 16 national seeds.
Okay. I think this ECU pick is also me riding high. Could be.
It's still a good pick, but you got a very hot offense in Texas that's looking.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware. And East Carolina did struggle a little bit against Coastal Carolina, but I feel like I'm hoping that their clutch gene just kicks in. All right, Texas A&M and Louisville.
Gotta go with the Aggies. Texas A&M was looking solid all weekend, even against TCU. And it helps that they've got the game at home at College Station.
Okay. Mikey?
Louisville.
Okay.
Ugh. Why'd you say it like that?
Because I can do what I want.
Okay. I'm going to go Texas A&M as well.
Even 15-9 last night. Good Lord.
Next one is the winner of Florida and Oklahoma, which we should have. Actually, no, I don't think it'll get finished before we bounce around a little bit more. So, if we finish and the game finishes, then we'll go back if somebody chose something stupid. Go ahead.
I got the Hokies.
Okay.
O'Reilly. Auto parts.
Ow.
Stalling.
Oklahoma.
So if they win,
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm going with Virginia Tech getting their first appearance in Omaha.
Nope.
Yep.
All right, we'll move to Ole Miss and Southern Miss, Battle of Mississippi.
Ole Miss.
All right, wow, that was quick.
I was gonna say I don't know how this game's gonna go.
I do.
You think Ole Miss is still gonna be right?
Yeah, bro. I saw the future.
Mikey's just mad that Southern Miss got in and Old Dominion did not. So
that's literally not even true, but okay.
I was gonna say Tim Elko was red hot this weekend as well.
He was, and he hit 2 home runs today. So
yeah. But though, you know what? I'm gonna ride high with the Rebels. I think Southern Miss is gonna be there, but they're not as experienced as Ole Miss is on this half the supers. So I got Ole Miss.
I'm gonna go against you guys and choose Southern Miss.
It's okay. You can be on the losing side of this competition.
Happens.
Okay,
then the other one of the regions is not even decided yet. Do we want to address that, or do we want to?
It's UConn and Texas State, and UConn's gonna win.
All right, so heard it here first. Texas
really
State
like
and UConn is going to the supers, and then you said
if neither of that happens, I pick the winner. Yeah.
So UConn.
Yeah. So then if neither of those teams make it, I pick the winner.
No, that's not how that works.
Just how it sounds.
What you mean by that?
Just how it sounds.
Also, while we are talking about it, though, 10-7 UConn with 2 runners
5-4
in the bottom of the 7th.
5-4. Wait, no.
Oklahoma's winning.
Oklahoma. Yeah, I was gonna say, but Florida tallied one.
Oklahoma winning.
What?
Florida tallied one.
Yeah.
In the bottom.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Make it interesting.
Boom, baby.
Nick, who you got?
Where are we going?
Texas State and Stanford versus Maryland UConn.
I like Texas State and UConn.
Texas State and UConn. Who's winning it?
UConn.
All right.
This might be a bad dark horse pick, but I think UConn's that team right now. They're still hot. Still got a very good offense as well.
Oh, excuse me. I would love to see Texas State and UConn because I could root for either of those teams, but I think UConn's going to come here. But I think that Texas State and UConn is a safe bet for facing each other. Okay.
I was going to say, when you had a team that ran through 18 straight games to end out the season, you're looking pretty spiffy to me.
Oh, no. Nick, that's on your no words list. You can't use that anymore.
Why not?
Don't say spiffy.
Why not?
Mikey agreed?
Mm-hmm.
Seconded, heard. North Carolina versus the winner of Arkansas and Oklahoma State. Just agree with me. Just agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Who we got? Well, who we got winning Arkansas versus Oklahoma State? Who we
Arkansas.
I was going to say
then Arkansas and North Carolina.
Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Carolina's 4 and 5 back.
Will you be original and pick something different? Oh my God!
No, I'm not gonna pick something different.
You know what? I'm gonna hop on with that North Carolina pick as well. What is this? Is it still Arkansas's up 4-0 on Oklahoma State?
Arkansas's up 5-0.
5-0. Shoot, I think Arkansas is gonna win that game.
It's 5-1. Will you guys put some factual information out here? Oh my God.
I trusted Nick on that one. That's my fault.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
I'm dying. Okay. No, we're back again. I was frozen again.
Oh Lord.
Unbelievable. I don't know what it is, but we also have 3 minutes left until intermission.
Well,
so we're gonna finish this. We have this pick and the last pick. Actually, I'm gonna pick Arkansas.
You just said you were picking North Carolina.
No, I was dicking around. That's why I said that. And then the last one, Oregon State and Auburn.
Auburn.
I'm gonna go with the unoriginal. I'm gonna go with Oregon State.
Thank God.
I was gonna say, shut up, ginger looking ass.
What's up with this hard R, bro? I've been hard R'd so many times this weekend.
That is factual information. I was there to witness it.
Oh God.
No, you can't take back what.
Right,
take back what's
I'm picking Auburn as well.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, Mikey, there's 2 picks. So either I side with Nick or I side with you.
Don't side with me.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm going with the sauce, but Jesus.
All right, let's take a brief intermission, and then we will get right back at it to discuss our picks. All right, so after our intermission, more dubs for JD. I will mark myself as another tally because Oklahoma won 5-4.
I don't remember who asked.
You did.
Technically, our listeners did.
Yeah.
Our listeners didn't ask a question.
Dubskis.
Well, I got a text from a listener that asked, so.
No, you didn't. Facts. Shut the hell up.
Got him.
Here you go. Now you're just lying.
Nope.
Okay. So, the next game that we'll finish up is, I believe, Maryland and UConn. Yeah?
That game's in the 8th.
All right.
UConn's still up 10-7, top of the 8.
Yep, if UConn wins that, then you two will get a tally.
Give me a tally.
Yeah, maybe.
Dilly.
I still will be leading. So, W's. All right. So let's dive back into it. Some matchups to watch. I mean, obviously, all of them because because we're right around the corner from the College World Series.
Said all of them.
All of them.
Why not?
You're goated with the sauce.
Quite possibly busting it down, sexual style.
Cap.
I would definitely say Texas A&M and Louisville will be a very good one to watch. I feel like they're very competitive teams and somewhat underrated in how they play. But, yeah, that's going to be my game to watch. But, obviously, I think I speak for all of us when we will be watching all the games.
Yeah. I think, the Tennessee series definitely will be because Notre Dame trying to look to get back to the College World Series after they skimped a couple years ago. And Tennessee trying to get back for the second year in a row. With the team that they have, I think it's very doable. And also you have the number 1 team in the country overall outright versus a Notre Dame team who is very underrated. And they're looking to get back to the CWS for the first time since 2002.
Right. And, yeah. I was saying, definitely in their region, Tennessee, the opponents they played definitely revealed some chinks in their armor. So I think that if Notre Dame can capitalize in specific situations, that they could take it. I think Campbell and Georgia Tech both showed that Tennessee can bleed a little bit. But it's just a matter of being able to keep those runs down. Right.
Also, Oklahoma State just did now get a run, so 5-1 Arkansas.
Oh.
Is it 5-2?
My God, I'm going to punch you in the fucking head.
I'm
literally been
5-1.
It's been 5-1. This is not new. It's been like this.
When did we discuss this that it was not
new?
Bro,
they literally scored in the 6th. They're in the bottom of the 7th.
Bottom of the 7th,
yeah,
first and second with nobody out.
Please.
Yeah, no, I'm there.
Start giving factual
information. Then why didn't you say the right thing?
Oh my God.
I did say the right thing.
But yeah, just glancing over that. Honestly though, it's still surprising that Virginia Tech has never been to Omaha. I feel like they've made runs every single year. I feel like I've seen them at least in a regional.
They've been kind of the coastal team, and I'll look this up to fact check me. So here,
please be correct.
Yeah,
Virginia
please do. Or I'm gonna have a freaking aneurysm.
Baseball, CWS.
Oh my nuts!
That's not an aneurysm. Yeah. So, looking at it here, trying to check it out. So far in the NCAA tournament, as a total team, they are now they were 9-20 before this prior year.
Mm-hmm.
They've had 10 appearances in the regionals. So now they're having their best run through a regional play, and now on their 11th appearance, I feel like they could potentially be the Coastal Carolina team back in 2016, to where it was, hey, this is our first time in the NCAA College World Series. Let's go for it. Mm-hmm. And they could potentially win it all. But like I said, you got to go through that Tennessee team. Right. And I think there are a lot of other just very, very edgy teams that you got to go through as well. Texas A&M, I feel, is just one of those top to bottom scrappy teams as a 5 seed. I feel Southern Miss is that scrappy team as well, that it was able to hold themselves to that standard in this year and get back to a regional as well, because they've been here once or twice, but they've got to go through an Ole Miss team who's a little bit more experienced on
Southern
that super
Miss has been
side.
Here before?
Southern Miss has been in the regional before.
Oh, I thought you meant College World Series.
No, I don't believe they have.
Yeah,
but we'll fact check it.
Yeah, I was gonna just look through like the first time teams. So if they win it out, East Carolina, it would be their first appearance. Virginia Tech, if they win, it would be their first appearance. Southern Miss, if they win, it would be their first appearance. I believe for either Texas State, Maryland, or UConn, it would be their first appearance. I could be wrong.
Yep.
For all three of them?
I know UConn's definitely is. Let me see. Maryland.
Texas State for sure. I think we talked about that before.
Texas State is for sure. Maryland, baseball.
I dropped that.
CWS. What did you drop?
My marker.
Okay. Wow, this is going to be a lot of reading to do. Just tell me if they made the College World Series or not.
Bro, literally just hit Control F if you're on a MacBook.
I'm not on a MacBook.
Well, hit Control F anyways.
NCAA regional appearances, 2014, 2015. NCAA tournament appearances, regular season conference champs. So no, they have not made it to the College World Series.
Okay, so we definitely could have some Cinderellas this year.
Whether or not they're actually going to be the Cinderella team, that is the next question, because they do have tough teams to get through. But like I said, I'm still very high on UConn, and I don't know if we just got another score update, but according to my ESPN, UConn and Maryland, it is now 10-8.
You're getting one game, right?
I just dropped something on my toe.
What did you drop on your toe? You dropped
it was a mini bat. It's a mini bat. So I'm in the cages still, and I just got a mini bat. But I dropped it, and it landed right on my big toe.
I was going to say, yes. Now Mikey is correct. It is 5-2.
I've been correct the entire day. So
still no outs, second and third.
Yep.
So Oklahoma State looking to capitalize there.
Oh, this might be an interesting game. We're going to keep it on the Oklahoma State, so a live reaction might come through. But I mean, still though, if you look at the way that this entire region ended up, you had Oklahoma coming through after getting blasted by Arkansas, or getting Missouri State. You were down 12-0, and you come back. And I believe.
Oh yeah, and they scored. I saw a thing. It was like they scored more runs in that game than when they played them in football. They scored more in baseball than in football. That's hilarious.
Well, it was just like insane to see how much Oklahoma State has had to battle back for runs in this tournament, and then they've able to do it and just continue to answer the call. So like again, they beat Missouri State. Then they lost 20-12 against Arkansas to force them down through the losers bracket, and then all of a sudden you just start balancing all the way through and making a big run yesterday to win 2 games. Scoring in total, you had, hold on. We're going to try to get this right. 14-10 yesterday in game against Arkansas. And then 29-15 against 29-15. Wow, against Missouri State. It's a lot of runs in one day for a team. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. If it's another game like last night where it was like almost a 6-hour game, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was 2 years ago, something like that. I think Mikey, I think you were there with me. We were at one of the College World Series games, and there was the longest game played in CWS history. It was like over 5 hours. Was the game before the one we were going to. So we were standing in like the general mission line. We're like, bro, I just want to go.
It's like, is this game done?
Saw a guy get arrested. Like, crazy times.
Damn.
Yeah. It's a fun little factoid.
All right. So as this Oklahoma State game continues with the opening teams still left, but as your bracket gets there, this is pre-predicted off as we think it'll happen. Who do we think could possibly be the winner of the College World Series this year? Are we thinking it's Tennessee? Or are we thinking there's
Dubs?
A team?
Oh,
yeah,
man. I don't think Tennessee will take it. Full transparency.
Really?
I seen them play in that regional. I think they're a beatable opponent. And again, I could be right. Like this could be used as a soundbite later, where they're just like, "Yeah, F you, we did win the national championship." But
yeah,
you know what? I'm going to leave it out there. That's just what I think right now. Seeing their team play, if they keep the bats up, then they can run with any team. But as we can see, everybody can hit.
5-3 now. The Arkansas game.
You bet, baby.
Fancy. Thank you for that update.
Maryland's getting pissed off right now.
Why?
There's a collision at first base, and they called him out.
Like for –
oh, they called the runner out?
Was he making a play on the ball, and was it like trying to call like interference or what?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Damn. I hate when teams' websites don't like give you an actual like full schedule, because all I want to do is just look at Virginia Tech's schedule real quick, because I feel like Virginia Tech could definitely be my odd seed in, because they've just had a very good struggle through the ACC. When you have, as competitive as it is, when you have 3 teams in the ACC now fighting, or that have made a super regional compared to all the SEC schools that have been around, because the SEC now has 1, 2, 3, 4 as well today. So I think Virginia Tech could be the team to watch that steals the show in Omaha.
I agree.
They got to deal with, because wasn't it 2 years ago? It was a year ago or something like that, where they had the sledgehammer after a home run celebration.
Yep, they did.
Yeah.
I think that was a few years ago. But again, COVID threw everything off. I'm so off from that.
And then now Tennessee has the pimp jacket with the leopard print. That is kind of fire, not gonna lie. Joe Shiesty could pull it off better. Out of the
respect
SEC.
on my boy's name.
I did put some respect on your boy's name, man.
Yeah, but I think we'll make a bracket when those all come out.
Yes.
Just seeing who falls where. And
oh my God.
Which game?
Oh, the Oklahoma State dude just smoked that baseball.
The ding?
No, it's an out.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
5-3 though.
Shit out of
5-3 now. Yes.
And they roll over to the top of the 8th.
So, and games still to be played.
Roll
8-10, Maryland and UConn, top of the 8th, 2 out.
Bottom 8.
Oh, they got the 3rd?
See, and this is also why we probably shouldn't do this with this is also why we shouldn't do this with live games, because we're definitely like that podcast that goes down rabbit holes way too fast and just gets off track. We've done it so many times. Hence the reason why one of our episodes is called Off the Rails.
Yeah, so what happened with this Maryland game is they're upset because there was a play at first, and the runner ran into the first baseman. And because of the interference, the runner that was at third wasn't able to score.
Oh.
So it's still 10-8 when it could have been 10-9.
But do you think he would have scored even if they would have made the out?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. Is that a judgment call by the umpire, or is it like if it's automatic interference, they
reviewed it?
Oh, okay.
And they still called it on the review, yeah.
Dang.
They called him out.
Dang. Yeah. Did you guys see speaking of reviews, this was out the other night. It was the Mets-Dodgers. The Mets were up 9-4. The Dodgers had wasted their pitching, and then
they tried to bring in
have
a
anybody to throw.
player.
There is a rule that got implemented, and you can fact check this in 2020 that says you are not allowed to bring in a position player to pitch in the MLB unless you are at a deficit of 6 runs.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, why can't you just?
Oh, I'm watching the replay right now.
Like, let the kids play.
I mean, let the kids play, but at the same time, oh yeah, that is interference. Sorry, but at the same time, because like he's going straight into the first baseman who like is having to already try to step around and still got knocked into. But
they're not upset at that. It's upset that the fact that they had to put the runner back to third.
Oh well, I mean yeah, but if it's going to be interference, I mean that's like having an out. But no, I mean, so going back to the rule of you can't have a pitcher come in as a position player until you're down 6 runs.
You think that would apply to Shohei?
That was the question that I thought. So if you have position players that are actually, and he was classified as a utility guy. The guy they wanted to bring in, and I forget who it was, but you want to try to actually bring in a classified utility player, I think that should still count. As a guy who has any pitching experience on that can be listed as a pitcher two-way.
Subtle flex.
Subtle flex. But you should still be able to come into the 6th inning or without being down 6 runs because you still technically are a pitcher.
Right. And it might be strategic too. It's like, hey, these guys can't hit slow pitching, so let's just put in a guy who throws 50. Mm-hmm. Also, I just got a side thing. ESPN is full of a bunch of idiots. They put Baseball Live, Stanford and Texas. Cardinals take on the Longhorns with a trip to the Super Regionals on the line.
This is facts. I just got an ESPN update.
So
this is facts.
Put some respect on Texas State's name, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, UConn just got out of the inning. So
you are literally 5 minutes behind.
I'm sorry. Well,
Nick, you just need to take a lap, bud. Hit the showers. It's over tonight.
I'm good. We're gonna just reload this. But also at the same time, going back to the pitching rule, you mentioned the can't hit anybody throwing 50 miles an hour. That also could be a main factor in it as well, because you get all these position players that come in and throw
smoked
literal lobs. So why are you going to be able to throw a lob ball and not have an ability to what am I trying to say here? You should be able to get shit. Words are hard, man. I might need to go hit the showers.
Take a lap, hit the showers, bro.
God.
But no, what I'm saying is like, because you've seen those guys come in and then they get either pop outs or ground balls because they can't barrel it. So it's like, granted, you're going to give up balls smoked over the center field.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But it's just, I don't know. I don't understand like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just to make it like competitive. But like if that's the case, then expand the roster so you can add more pitchers.
Exactly.
Like
there are plenty of ways around it.
Not that hard.
Yeah. And then also I think too, to make it more like to give you a better strategy, add the pitcher back as a hitter. Because that was also a main part. Because I mean you lose a bat, but you gain a bat depending on because like a pitcher's not going to be very good at hitting. But you can still bunt. But at the same time, you are a professional baseball player. I still think pitchers should be able to hit. It's like you don't want to waste the health of a pitcher. But at the same time, it's like nobody was happy with the fact of a DH. Learn how to beat the game. Learn how to beat the shift. Learn how to be able to strategize around the pitching bullpen that you have. Once again, we go quiet.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's all we got to talk about today.
I was going to say, we're going to go down way too deeper rabbit holes.
I think, especially since we don't have, a bunch of like games every single day, we're kind of narrowing it down. So it's kind of easy to just hit on all those, and all the highlights obviously are everywhere. ESPN, NCAA baseball stuff, it's everywhere. So anyways, I think it's been pretty good. Again, we're hoping that these predictions come through. We'll post it up, obviously, online, and you'll probably see that before listening. But again, this is the No Place Like Homaha podcast. You can find us on, thank you for that. Find us on YouTube. Obviously, since you're already here, please like and subscribe to our channel. We are also out on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Shout out again to Cronio Media. Facts. Thank you for interrupting me.
Sorry. I was hoping you were going to get there.
Outro. I know what I'm doing for the most part. If I missed it, then you got me.
All right.
But, Mikey, you got any words of wisdom for the kids out there?
Yeah, bro. If you're a redhead, put that sunscreen on.
Oh, facts.
Facts.
Don't let no one call you ginger. Don't let no bitches hard are you like that. Second, Nick's a dumbass. Never get the factual information.
Seconded.
I'm not gonna apologize for that. That's his fault.
All right.
Daddy hacks exclusively. Facts. And hitting bombs, banging moms, baby. Yee.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
No, I totally agree with that. Again, have fun with the game. Don't disrespect your opponent, but have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Pimp those homers.
Here and there is fine,
Sally, hit that sword sometimes when you strike out a kid. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with it. It's a game. Again, I've been JD Wonder alongside Nick Hendricks and Mikey Love. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week and then the week after in Omaha.